We often experience moments that challenge us, inviting us to look beyond the surface and explore the depth of our existence. Spiritual awakening, though sometimes painful, offers us the opportunity to find a deeper meaning in our life. In this journey, we discover that chaos can be the precursor to clarity, and that light emerges through the shadows. Each step is like a chapter in the story of your evolution, and while each path is unique, we share the common quest to understand who we truly are. In the journey of spiritual awakening, the first step plunges us into chaos, a whirlwind of unexpected events that shakes our world to its foundations. It's as if the universe gives us a cosmic slap by abruptly pulling the rug out from under our feet. This can manifest in various ways. Perhaps a relationship falling apart, an accident that redefines your life, or the onset of an illness. These unexpected events serve as the catalyst that triggers an internal break, a moment of revelation where we realize that our ego never had control in the first place. On the other hand, some people experience what can only be described as a spontaneous or graceful awakening, without tragedy or agony, a beautiful and natural realization. Michael Singer, the renowned spiritual teacher and author, is an example of this, having found enlightenment simply by sitting in his living room. The fundamental lesson here is that it is not necessary to suffer to grow spiritually. More and more people are experiencing spontaneous awakenings, indicating an impossible shift in the collective human consciousness. This encouraging trend tells us that transformation does not need to come through pain, but can happen as naturally as the morning light. Whatever your path to awakenings may be, whether through chaos or grace, one thing remains constant: the start of profound existential questions. Is this all there is to life? What is my true purpose? These questions pull you away from superficial existence and invite you to explore the deeper meaning of life. Recognize your awakening as a sacred call to a more meaningful life. It's not just awakening into a new day. It's awakening to a new life, to a new you. This is your call to break free from the illusions that have kept you asleep, to emerge from your cocoon, and to rise up as the magnificent being you were always meant to be. After the chaos, we reach the phase of ecstasy, like the golden hour of the day for the soul. In this chapter, everything is illuminated by a radiant and warm light. Imagine a world where not only do you feel alive, but you also see yourself as part of the cosmos, connected to everything around you. Here, the world becomes a palette of vibrant colors. The trees whisper secrets, the birds sing your favorite melodies, and the flowers seem to bloom just for you. You're flooded with joy, excitement, and a range of positive feelings that you may not have experienced in years. Why does this stage feel so incredibly joyful? The answer is simple: your heart is awakening. For many, this is the first time they truly resonate with their heart. As it awakens, it becomes the seat of emotions such as compassion, connection, and enveloping love. But the most fascinating part begins here. At this stage, you start to feel guided, as if an invisible hand is shaping your path. Synchronicities become your new norm. Your intuitive abilities sharpen, resonating with choices and directions that align with the purpose of your soul. Moreover, at this stage, spiritual gifts begin to emerge, talents you may not have ever realized you possessed. This could be a sudden ability to deeply understand people, or to discover a talent for healing energies. It's hard not to become attached to this stage. It feels like a perpetual honeymoon with your soul. However, like any honeymoon, this phase has an expiration date. Many make the mistake of thinking they are in a terminable state of happiness. In reality, it's just a beautiful chapter in a multifaceted journey. Don't resist the ascent and flow of this journey. Your next step may be the dark night of the soul. Visualize this moment as if you are immersed in a vast space. The night of the soul, where you find yourself between the old you and the new you. You may feel a lack of direction, and that's perfectly normal. During this phase, you might experience what I call the void. This isn't a void of absence, but a space where you are between the old self and the new self. You may feel a lack of direction, a spiritual crisis characterized by loss of meaning, uncertainty, despair, and deep doubts about your place in the universe. It's not just a bad day or a tough moment. It's an emotional and spiritual upheaval that feels like a dismantling of the self. But it's crucial to understand that this is not an end, but a phase of recalibration. Your soul is integrating everything you have learned, preparing the way for you to emerge as a renewed being. During this phase, you might feel inclined towards deep reflection, journaling, or activities like walking in nature, soaking in its healing powers. This is a time for self-love, allowing change to take root within you. Remember, this void is also the phase where you can discover talents, gifts, and latent passions that might have been buried under your old ego and life circumstances. You start to hear your heart's call more clearly, and to follow that call will light your path like nothing else. Once you're ready, once your soul senses you have rested enough, you will begin to emerge from the void. Your beliefs, your mindset, and even your physical reality may have changed. If you're watching this video and find yourself in the middle of a dark night or entering the void, I want you to know that you are not alone. The journey may seem long, and you might feel impatient to reach the end, but trust the process. Don't rush the steps. Each has its lesson, and each lesson is a step towards the next level of your spiritual evolution. Your soul is wise. It knows what you can handle and what lessons you need to learn. So, let's breathe. If you've overcome the dark night and the void, let me tell you something. You are stronger than you ever imagined. You have traversed the trenches of your soul and found your way to what I like to call the foundation. This period feels like dawn after a long night, a time for self-care and acceptance. During this time, it's likely that you'll discover an inner peace you haven't felt in a while. This is the result of allowing transformations to occur in the void, a process of internal healing and reconstruction. Here, your spiritual journey starts to feel less like a roller coaster and more like a serene drive through rolling hills. Although the terrain may still be uneven, you now have a sturdy steering wheel, your intuition, and reliable wheels, your new wisdom. This period of spiritual stability feels like arriving at a tranquil beach after being shaken by the winds of your inner turmoil. You are no longer struggling to survive. You are beginning to build something from the raw materials your soul has offered you. Now, you are different. Your perspectives have changed. You have tasted despair and hope, isolation and unity. All these experiences haven't just passed through you. They have now become part of you, contributing to a more fortified version of yourself. At this stage, relationships often take on new textures and dimensions. You may resonate with a frequency that may not align with everyone from your past. You are not leaving them behind. You are moving forward, and those who need to be in your life will also catch up with you. This is also the time when your purpose becomes much clearer. You have cast aside societal expectations, family pressures, and even your past dreams that no longer serve you. You are free to see what truly matters to you. It's as if the universe clears the fog and says, "Here, this is the way." Although it's a quiet moment, don't confuse it with stagnation. It's more like the deep silence beneath a tumultuous ocean. On the surface, you live life as you always have, but in the depths of your soul, everything is different. You are also starting to truly manifest. Remember, you are now operating at a higher frequency. The things you attract into your life, experiences, people, and opportunities, will align more with your authentic self. And because you've gone through tough times, you now appreciate every little thing. Each small detail can feel like a blessing, a gift from the universe to you. The new you has graduated from every phase of your awakening, ready to face the world with your newfound wisdom. Imagine a growing tree. You've gone through every stage like a young bud reaching for the sky. But now you have blossomed into a complete and peaceful entity. Your journey is unique, and every experience, every challenge, like a strong-rooted tree, you're not just living, you're thriving. By doing this, you are helping the world around you thrive. Each phase has had its beauty and lesson, shaping you into a wiser and stronger individual. Remember, just like a tree doesn't just grow upwards, but also roots itself deep in the ground. Your spiritual growth requires both reaching new heights and grounding yourself deeply. Both are essential for a balanced and fulfilling life. Your spiritual journey may not follow exactly the steps we've explored here. Everyone has their own unique path, so embrace your journey, no matter what stage you're in. This video is here to remind you that you're not alone, that every phase serves its purpose, and your wise and knowing soul will guide you to what you need to learn. If this video resonated with you, I invite you to share it with your loved ones so that everyone can find inspiration and comfort in their own spiritual journey. I wish you a beautiful day filled with peace and fulfillment. Thank you for joining us on the journey of awakening.